Hey everyone, it's been a while. Haven't done one of these stream reveals in a bit, but there just hasn't been that much cool stuff. You know, maybe last week there was like Next Stage and Fate Run, things like that. There were only like one cards a week, so it just kind of wasn't worth it. But today, we're going to see some Luquier stuff from set 8, which is going to be pretty important because it's going to kind of at least set the tone for how strong some of these cards are going to be going into set 8, because right now we do have some very strong decks. We've got like the Ebisu in Japan, we have Chronojet that's also very strong, and we also have Youthberg that is very strong. So we're gonna have to see what kind of power level it's gonna become. Is it gonna become the same thing, or is it just gonna be set 5 all over again, right? But speaking of set 5 and promos and things like that, they are reprinting in volume 6 the special card fight pack. So right now we're on special card fight 4 in English. We're on 4 going into 5. What they're gonna do for 6 is they're basically reprinting all the new stuff into it, so it's gonna be a bigger pack. You have the possibility to draw from like 12 cards, but at least they've kind of heard your promo problem, so they're gonna reprint the promos as promos, right? So yeah, take that as you will. You also have a chance of winning a triple rare Trickster Arts from the pack as well. So this is like the special rarity, but basically what you're gonna go for are these cards. Maybe not so much her, but like basically these ones that will hopefully at least help you alleviate the PR problem in the future, right? Anyway, let's kind of move on to cards. So here we have some promos to start off with before we jump into the Luquier. So as you can see, this one, let's kind of speed it up a bit or jump it up. So we got Canaris, so back again in the V. So Con, Regard Circle, and Guardian Circle. If you call 2 more units this turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000 or shield plus 5,000 as well. And right. So it's a 10k shield, which is okay. And then a 14k beat up. And then the second effect is auto. When this unit is placed on Regard Circle or put on the Guardian Circle, you can discard a card as a cost and look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 grade 2 or less card from among them, and put the rest on the bottom of your call to the Regard Circle, and then put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. If this unit was put on a Guardian Circle, call it to the Guardian Circle instead of Regard Circle. So it's kind of similar to the old Canaris, I think, but there's at least the cool thing about this card is that it can help you buy. It can make a field for you, but it also can bypass restricts, which is very, very cool, right? So you're up against a Sentinel restrict, you can like call this guy down, and then call like the Sentinel from the top 3 if you're lucky, and then that can activate. So kind of cool, kind of a way to get around these things. Extra defensive power, not limited to Gurgit as well, even though it used to be a Unite card. So yeah, that's quite cool. And then secondly, we have Mythic State Jormungand. So this one is Cont. When this card will be Soul Blast by the ability of your Vanguard, you may Soul Blast this card as any grade from 0 to 3. So yeah, just it helps that consistency, right? And the second effect is Auto Regard Circle once per turn. When your card is put into your drop from your soul during your battle phase, cost counterblast 1, draw a card. For each grade of the card put into your drop, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. So you can get fat too, right? You can get fat. I guess it's okay. Nothing too groundbreaking, which is nice. This is what we want from PRs. Nothing that is like incredibly broken and required for deck. Now let's move on to the Luquier stuff. So first we have is Silathon assistant Ionila. And this has that great ability. When this unit is rode upon, if you went second, you can draw a card. Same thing, but hey, it's the Silathon starter, right? But next we have is Silathon Assistant Irina. So auto, when this unit is rode upon by a unit with only Pale Moon for its clan, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck. So helps you dig and put the correct card into soul. In standard, you're always going to get this effect off. And then the second effect is auto. When this unit is placed on the Regard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Luquier in its card name, you may soul charge 1. So important thing, it is not a compulsory soul charge. I think a lot of the revealed soul charges before have all been compulsory soul charges, but if you're going low on deck with this, at least you don't have to soul charge. Pretty okay, right? Pretty okay. I don't know, like with Silathon, I think you gotta consider, will this work in premium? This one is so far not too amazing. It's just okay. Second one we have is Silathon Marionette Lillian. So auto when this unit is rode upon by a unit with only Pale Moon for its clan. Soul charge 1, choose a card from your soul and put it into hand. And the second effect is auto when this unit is put on Regard Circle or put on the Guardian Circle. If you have a Vanguard with Luquier in its card name, this unit gets power plus 5,000 and shield plus 5,000 at the end of the turn. So overall, this one is actually pretty cool. Able to salve or get an important card from your soul just to add it to your hand. If you've been soul charging like randomly with swirlers, for example, you might be able to get a key card and just bounce it back. Will this see play in premium? I think it might be. If there ever is like a really cool ride down, right, for Pale Moon, okay, and you can get onto Lillian, technically you can keep on riding over her and getting free stuff. So, not bad. It's nothing too crazy though. Nothing too crazy. And then Silathon Dragon Tamer Luquier. Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1 and put a card from your hand into Soul. Choose up to 3 unit cards from with different grades from your soul. Call them to the Regard Circle. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, those called units gets plus 5,000 into the end of the turn. And the second effect is Auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of your turn, cost put 2 Regards into your soul and draw a card. It's like a mini Dorian effect, but at least lets you get back more cards to call out next turn, which is kind of nice. Nothing too insane. You can only proc the last effect once, so you can't put in 4 cards and then draw 2, right? And then I think again, max is just like since you don't even get Excel anyway, right? You can't even hit specific thresholds. First effect is quite nice, right? It's like CB1 like +2 because you have to put a card from your hand into soul, so that's technically -1, but getting 3 cards out is fine. And they all proc their like on place effects like all their Silathon decks in the past. But they also revealed more support for Silathon as well. So here we have an order. So hurry and join Silathon Servants. This card can be played from the soul and play this with Counterblast 1 if you have a Vanguard with Luquier in its card name. So a bit confusing, but basically what it means is that, yeah, you have to have a Luquier Vanguard and you can play this card from soul, right? And when you play it, obviously it just goes to the drop zone, right? Second, the main effect is choose one of your Regards and it gets auto Regard Circle. When your Vanguard attacks, put this unit into soul, choose a card with only Pale Moon for its clan and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your soul and call it to the Regard Circle. So this is how you make that 4th attack, because you might have seen in the previous Luquier kind of effect, there was no such mention of multi-attacks. It is literally just like call stuff out. So this is how you kind of make it. And you have ways to kind of just keep on putting it back into soul. I think with like Falcate and things like that, you can put it back into soul, kind of keep on reusing it. It is a CB1 though, so combining it with Luquier so far, it is a CB2. Will this see play in premium? It might. I don't know, right? Orders are kind of weird in premium. They have to be good, right? Like Sanctitude. So I don't know if this will be. I don't think this is premium worthy. This is like kind of more specifically built to make that extra attack in standard. Because to be fair, Pale Moon does have like different ways to make multi-attacks already, so kind of not too important. Like, yeah, Dark Lord Princess, extra Vanguard attack, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. Then we have is Silathon Breathing Dragon Auto. When this unit is placed on a back row Regard Circle from Soul, if you have a Vanguard with Luquier in its card name, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets Quant Vanguard Circle. All your front row Regards get plus 5,000 into the end of turn. Now, this one is actually quite interesting. So this is how you're going to make your Luquier. You Persona Ride, then plus 5k. Plus 15k is a pretty annoying thing to deal with, right? On top of the extra power boosts. But in premium, this might be pretty useful too, because you're usually running Excels, of course. If you're running Luquier though, you have to run Luquier Excel, which is kind of like meh, not too amazing. But like you can go far, right? You can extend long, go wide, and then the value of this plus 5k it seems like it's going to be elevated quite a lot. There's no hard once per turn for this as well. So if you're going for like a super kill turn, you can definitely like plus a lot of power to your front row to at least hit over triggers. So actually this is not bad, right? This is not bad. And then last reveal of the day, we have Silathon Rising Dragon. Auto, when this unit is placed on Reguard Circle, cost to put a card from your hand into soul and draw a card. So again, an extra consistency filter, I guess. And then the second effect is continuous Reguard Circle during your turn. If you have Vanguard with Luquier in its card name and 2 or more of your units were placed on the Reguard Circle from soul this turn, this unit gets power plus 10k. And if 4 or more were placed, it gets power plus 10k again. So it's just a fat beater by itself. With the Luquier effect, it will be 35. With Persona Ride, it'll be 45. And then you have a bunch of like that guy that we saw just then, you know, that can give the front row 5k. So this can make some really fat attacks, right? Really fat attacks. And will this be played? Can you play this in premium? You might be able to be fair, right? Because the extra plus here is that in premium, Pale Moon is like a 9k clan because it's Excel. All its grade 2s are 9k, so it's really annoying. But if you run a 10k, hey, right, you suddenly are not afraid of Force. And it's kind of you have to work less in your early game, but also it is a consistency engine, right? If you put it on a Reguard Circle, it does have an effect. So maybe there's something going on here. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, that is all the reveals for today. Let me know what you guys think of the Silathon set so far, right? Do you like it? Do you not? Is it more interesting now because it has multi-attack versus just trading Excel 2s and flipping force front triggers? So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.